The movie opens not with a whisper, but a scream. We meet Professor Laura Crane of Blackmore University, dressed for a night out on a blind date. She waits patiently at a dimly lit restaurant, but her date never shows. Instead, her phone buzzes. A calm, charming voice claims he's lost and asks her to step outside. But once she enters the empty alleyway, that voice shifts. Friendly turns to fear. Playful becomes predatory. The darkness deepens, and suddenly, without warning, Ghostface emerges from the shadows and brutally stabs her to death. The killer doesn't just murder, he relishes it. This isn't just killing, it's performance. After savoring his kill, the masked man peels off his disguise and slips away into the night like nothing happened. On his way home, he runs into a girl named Tara, someone he knows casually. He plays it cool. But once home, we see the real Jason, organizing Ghostface masks like trophies, hiding in plain sight. He's living with a friend who's out for now. Or so he thinks. Then comes the call. The phone rings again. But this time, the voice on the other end isn't his partner in crime. It's someone else. Someone who knows. The voice is cold, mechanical, and terrifying. Jason tries to stay calm, but Ghostface is toying with him now, questioning why he killed their professor. Jason confesses with no remorse. He says she gave him bad grades and he enjoyed every stab. He reveals that he and his roommate were planning something bigger. Another slaughter, this time targeting the Carpenter sisters. But now, the hunter becomes the hunted. The voice twists and warps. Jason's confidence cracks. Fear takes over. He searches the apartment nervously. Every creak is a threat. Every corner hides a nightmare. Then he finds the body of his roommate, hacked to pieces and stuffed into a fridge. Before he can react, the real Ghostface emerges from the shadows and ends him. No mercy, no hesitation. A new killer is in town, and they don't play by the old rules. Cut to Sam Carpenter, the survivor, the daughter of Billy Loomis, the original Ghostface. She's in therapy trying to process the horror in her bloodline, when she explains how everything changed when she found out who her father really was, and how her boyfriend Richie, another Ghostface killer, betrayed her in the worst way. But the nightmare didn't end there. Online conspiracies now paint her as the real mastermind. They say she framed Richie, that she wanted to kill him. Some say she enjoyed it, but Sam knows the truth. The trauma is real. The blood is real.
It felt right.
She argues with her therapist, her emotions boiling over, and storms out. Whatever peace she hoped to find is gone. In Scream 6, the past always bleeds into the present, and this time, Ghostface is done playing games. We soon find out that Tara, Laura's student, is Sam Carpenter's younger sister. Jason and his roommate had been planning to kill the Carpenter sisters next, but someone else wearing the Ghostface mask got to them first. Before their sick plans could unfold, they were eliminated by a deadlier, more mysterious threat. Now, we're introduced to Sam and Tara's close-knit group of friends. Quinn, their flirty roommate, Mindy, their smart and horror-savvy friend, Annika, Mindy's girlfriend, and Chad, the group's jock with a sensitive side. Chad's new roommate, Ethan, is quiet and reserved, but he's part of the circle, too. Later, Sam returns home to find Tara missing. Concerned, she heads out to find her, knowing how reckless Tara can be when she's out partying. At the party, things escalate fast. A drunk guy starts getting aggressive with Tara, but before it gets out of hand, Sam charges in, pulls her sister away, and drags her outside. But instead of gratitude, Sam is met with fury. Tara lashes out at her, frustrated that Sam won't stop controlling her life. Sam, haunted by past trauma, pleads with her. She's just trying to protect her. After everything they've survived, she can't afford to be careless. But Tara doesn't want to live in fear anymore. She storms off, leaving Sam shaken and alone. To make things worse, Sam is still being harassed in public. Because of the conspiracy theories, many believe she was the real mastermind behind the last Ghostface killings. People online call her a murderer, a manipulator. Even random girls on the street mock her, and a confrontation escalates until someone records it on their phone. Another piece of fuel for the internet's fire. Back at home, Chad tries to talk to Tara and help her understand that Sam's protectiveness isn't control. It's care. It's love. Slowly, we see Tara and Chad grow closer. There's chemistry between them, something warm amid all the darkness. Meanwhile, Sam finds comfort in a quiet conversation with her secret boyfriend, Danny, who lives in the building across from her window. She vents her fears, her guilt, and her frustration. He listens and tries to cheer her up, but the tension lingers in the air. That evening, Quinn's dad, Detective Bailey, shows up at their apartment. There's breaking news. The body of Professor Laura Crane has been found, and the suspect's name is Jason. Even more shocking, Sam's ID was discovered at the crime scene, placing her directly in the killer's apartment.
Tara, this isn't a
Bailey insists that Sam come in for questioning. Sam agrees, and Tara insists on coming with her. But just as they're about to leave, Sam gets a call from Richie's number. The same Richie who's dead. The voice on the phone is cold, twisted, and unmistakably Ghostface. He tells her that the plan is far from over. They were never finished. He taunts her, says she can't run from her past, and he promises he'll kill everyone who stands in his way. He doesn't just want revenge, he wants carnage. And then he attacks. Ghostface appears out of nowhere and lunges at them. He's close. Too close. That call didn't come from across town, it came from right outside. Sam and Tara barely escape, running for their lives into a nearby bodega. They scream for help, but they've only run from one nightmare into another. Ghostface suddenly storms into the shop. A few brave bystanders attempt to stop him, but he kills every one of them without hesitation. Even the shopkeeper steps up with courage, but he too fails to hold him back and is brutally murdered. Meanwhile, Sam and Tara are hiding quietly, watching the carnage unfold in terror. As Ghostface searches for them, the sound of police sirens wails in the distance. He quickly drops his mask at the scene and escapes before the police arrive. The sisters are taken to the police station for questioning. That's when we meet a familiar face. Kirby Reed, a character from Scream 4, now working as an FBI special agent. She's been assigned to handle this case moving forward. Sam and Tara already know her from their college days, and her presence adds a sense of cautious hope. Soon, the shop's CCTV footage and forensic evidence are submitted. One shocking detail stands out. The Ghostface mask left behind belongs to the killers from the 2011 attacks, Charlie and Jill. But it doesn't end there. Similar old masks were also found near the subway station and outside the police precinct. The killer isn't just striking, he's digging up the bloody legacy of every previous Ghostface. Sam, already traumatized by her past, doesn't want any part in this. She tries to leave town, but because she was present during the attacks, the investigation won't allow her to leave the city. As she steps out of the station, a swarm of reporters surrounds her.
Safe around your sister, Tara!
One of them is none other than Gail Weathers, the reporter who previously published invasive stories about the sisters, fueling public distrust. Although the sisters still resent her, Gail insists she's only doing her job and wants to help catch the killer. She also informs them that Sydney Prescott is safe. She's left town with her family, refusing to be dragged into this madness again.
I want to catch this fucker as much as you do.
Then the story shifts to Dr. Stone, Sam's therapist. Ghostface pays him a deadly visit, killing him in cold blood and stealing Sam's confidential therapy file. He leaves behind yet another mask, this one from the Scream 3 killings. The police quickly arrive at the scene. Kirby and other officers begin to piece together the connections between all the past cases. Records from Scream 1, 2, and 5 are pulled up. It's clear now, this killer is recreating the Ghostface legacy, step by step.
Walker, there's at the bodega. Roman.
Meanwhile, Sam, Mindy, Chad, Tara, and their friends begin discussing what the killer's real motive might be. Every past Ghostface had a vision. Each one wanted to craft their twisted movie. Richie did the same. Now, Mindy suspects that this new Ghostface isn't just continuing the past, he's building a new franchise. Mindy explains the rules. In a rebooted horror franchise, legacy characters are used only for nostalgia, before being brutally removed. The new stars are the fresh faces, and they could be anyone. Suspicion grows. They start identifying potential suspects. According to franchise logic, Quinn, their new roommate, could easily be involved. Ethan and Annika also look suspicious, but all three deny any connection to the killings. In turn, they accuse the others.
Sam and Tara.
Could Sam have finally snapped under the weight of her trauma? Is someone among them enjoying this bloodbath too much? The tension is unbearable as paranoia spreads. Later that night, the group sits down in front of the TV only to be met with devastating news. The police have named Sam Carpenter as their prime suspect. To make things worse, a viral video has surfaced, one showing Sam in a physical altercation with some girls on the street. It's the same incident from earlier, now used to paint her as violent and dangerous. Overwhelmed, Sam turns the TV off in frustration. Seeing her distress, Tara, Mindy, and Chad assure her that they believe in her. No matter what anyone says, they're in this together, as a team.
Yeah, from the day you're not dying.
Unbeknownst to them, Danny, their quiet neighbor living in the next apartment, watches them closely from his window. His eyes linger on Sam's door, but is he just a concerned bystander? Or something far more sinister? Inside the apartment, Ghostface has already broken in. One of the friends tries to call Sam to warn her, but she doesn't answer in time. Within moments, Ghostface slaughters the people inside. Chaos erupts as the group tries to escape. Tara and Chad manage to flee through a stairwell and reach outside safely, but the others aren't so lucky. They're trapped inside. As Ghostface chases them, Annika gets badly injured during the attack. Mindy and Sam manage to drag her into a bathroom and quickly lock the door. Meanwhile, Danny, watching from his adjacent apartment window, throws a ladder across the gap, connecting his window to theirs. Sam and Mindy cross it carefully and make it to Danny's place. But just as Annika attempts to cross, Ghostface smashes down the bathroom door, storms in, and violently shakes the ladder. Annika loses her grip, falls, and dies from the brutal impact. Ghostface vanishes into the shadows before the police arrive. Sam is devastated. Danny tries to comfort her, but she's in shock, unable to trust anyone anymore. Sensing her fear and distrust, Danny silently leaves her alone.
Con, you know this.
Later, we see Detective Bailey mourning the loss of his daughter Quinn, who was among those killed. He is heartbroken, vowing to avenge her death and bring Ghostface to justice. Gail soon arrives and takes the group to a secret location, a dark, abandoned theater. But this isn't just any theater. It's been transformed into a Ghostface shrine, packed with memorabilia from every past killing. From weapons to costumes and even news clippings, everything is here. Sam is stunned as she walks through the exhibit. The killer has collected items from all the past Ghostface murders. She stares at the artifacts and begins to hallucinate again, hearing her father's voice urging her to embrace the killer inside her. But she pulls herself together. Even though she's shaken, she chooses to fight, not fall. However, it's clear now she's struggling to hold on to her sanity. The group begins to formulate a new plan. They'll act like everything is normal and split up. Some will stay hidden, while others roam the city to lure the killer out. Once Ghostface attacks, they'll trap and track him. But the plan quickly backfires. They receive a call from Ghostface, but the call is coming from Gail's apartment. The scene shifts. Gail is at home with her boyfriend when the call comes through.
Danny works on the Upper West Side. He can get there quick.
At first, it seems like another taunt. Ghostface tries to manipulate her by bringing up emotional memories. But suddenly he strikes, killing her boyfriend in cold blood and then launching a vicious attack on Gail herself. Gail tries to fight back, firing her gun at Ghostface, managing to wound him, but it's not enough. He stabs her, leaving her critically injured. Just as he's about to finish her off, Sam and Tara arrive, causing him to flee the scene. Gail is rushed to the hospital in critical condition. At the hospital, emotions run high. Sam, shaken and devastated, realizes she can no longer play defense. She decides to take the fight directly to Ghostface, refusing to let him keep hurting the people she loves. Everyone around her sees her resolve and decides to stand with her. She's protected them for so long, and now it's their turn to protect her. Ethan, who is always under suspicion, is still around, but no one can quite figure out if he's guilty or just unlucky. Regardless, the group hatches a final plan. They decide to lure Ghostface into an abandoned movie theater, one they've discovered was used as a shrine by the killer. There, they'll trap and end him once and for all. But there's a twist. Someone in the group has been leaking all of their plans to Ghostface. He's always one step ahead. As they head to the location via subway, a split occurs. Due to heavy crowds and Halloween chaos, Mindy and Ethan miss the train and are forced to take another. With the subway full of people in costumes, many dressed as Ghostface, the atmosphere becomes tense. Anyone could be the killer. Mindy grows suspicious of Ethan, but as soon as she distances herself from him, a real Ghostface appears and stabs her on the train, disappearing into the crowd before Ethan can stop him. Ethan rushes her to the hospital. Meanwhile, Sam, Tara, Chad, and Kirby arrive at the abandoned theater. Gail is not with them. She had warned them not to trust anyone. Still, they move inside unaware of what awaits. Kirby, who had once claimed she was with the FBI, is confronted when Sam receives a call from Detective Bailey. He informs Sam that Kirby was dismissed from the FBI weeks ago, raising suspicions that she might be involved with the killer. While Sam is distracted, Tara and Chad share a quiet moment, finally expressing their feelings for each other. But the calm doesn't last. Ghostface strikes again, attacking them. They fight back, managing to injure the killer, but just when it seems the danger is over, a second Ghostface appears. That's right, there are two killers. Sam and Tara try to escape, terrified and overwhelmed. But just as they think they've found help, Kirby pulls a gun on them. The chaos escalates when Detective Bailey arrives, and the truth is revealed. He is the mastermind behind it all. His son, Ethan, his daughter, Quinn, who faked her death. The entire family orchestrated the killing spree. Now everything makes sense. That's why the killers always knew their plans. That's how Ghostface always stayed ahead. Bailey reveals his motive, to complete his dead son Richie's film. Richie had been obsessed with the Stab franchise and wanted to create his sequel, with Sam as the ultimate villain, the new Ghostface. Bailey wants to honor his son's twisted legacy, even if it means mass murder. So, who was really behind all this? Who wanted to complete their twisted Stab movie? It turns out it was Richie, the son, and his father, Ethan, his brother, and his sister, Quinn. The entire family was involved in this conspiracy, orchestrating the killings and framing Sam. The rumors and suspicions against Sam were all part of their plan to finalize their deadly film and prove that Sam was just like her grandfather, a killer.
And I knew you had to fucking die!
Yes.
The tension builds as they move like shadows of terror, hunting their targets. But Sam and Tara manage to escape their clutches. In a dramatic showdown, Sam shoots Ethan, and Tara kills Quinn. However, when Sam fires at Richie, she runs out of bullets, and they both fall to the ground. Richie loses consciousness, and when he wakes, he finds himself alone, until the ultimate Ghostface appears. That Ghostface is none other than Sam herself, forced into the role by circumstances beyond her control. She confronts Richie and delivers the final blow, ending the nightmare once and for all. Sam and Tara emerge from the chaos, battered but alive. Tara tells Shyam she's staying by his side, ready to move on from the horror.
I'm serious.
Meanwhile, Ethan, who surprisingly survived, tries to attack again but is ultimately shot dead. Police arrive at the scene, bringing an end to the terror. The movie closes with scenes at the hospital, Tara recovering, Mindy healing, and Sam holding the old Ghostface mask, a symbol of the past she wants to leave behind. Seeing Tara, she throws the mask away, signaling that she no longer wants to be part of the Ghostface legacy. And that's where the story ends.